Ladies and gentlemen, this is your amazing host here. It is Team Right. Anyway, how is everyone doing on this Monday's edition? I am doing excellent. Now, if you listen to my predictions for WrestleMania 35, thank you very much for all the support. That really means a lot to me. Now, it is time for the review of WrestleMania 35. And I will go solo, no guests, that's okay. Now, if I miss any matches to discuss, I'm sorry. I will do my best to break it down. So, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, grab some to drink. Now, if you do nothing like that, maybe you'll chill like a villain and hear my thoughts and opinions of my review of WrestleMania 35. It took place last night in New Jersey / New York, home of the Giants and home of the Jets, MetLife Stadium. Okay, this is the second time they host a WrestleMania in this stadium. Okay, the last time they hosted it was WrestleMania 29. Okay, and on that show, it was very epic. Okay, well, it was not very good card like this one, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on what was better, WrestleMania 29 or WrestleMania 35? So let's get this review underway. Okay, now there are a lot of matches to cover. Total, there are 16. That is very ridiculous. Okay, the first one, it was the Cruiserweight title. Is up for grabs. We got new Cruiserweight champion. I did not really watch it. I don't give a crap about the pre-show. It just wasted time, effort. Yes, I know. The reason they want to do that because they want to put everyone on the main card. Well, actually, everyone on the show, not on the main card, but on the show overall. So I watched the highlights. It would look pretty decent. Hopefully, these two athletes will be on the main card in the near future. Next one is another kickoff one. This time is the Women's Battle Royal. The trophy, like I mentioned, last year, is very, very cheesy. You know, was this person gonna hold around the whole time until it fades away into the sunset, like last year? So Carmella won. Now she has a very good resume. She is a former Mrs. Money in the Bank. She cashed in. She became champion. Now she is this. I don't know what WWE's gonna. What is WWE next step for her? You know, I did not watch this because it's some of these ladies who they just put them in there to be on WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Sorry if I messed up my words. I apologize. So this is just an appetizer. I don't know if anyone actually got there early enough to sit down this long. You know, if I were you guys, skip the pre-show. Pre-show is nothing important. But if you want, I don't know how long was this show total. Maybe 7+ hours, or maybe more. That is ridiculous. Yes, I know it's Mania, but watch one day for Mania. Probably WrestleMania. I'm assuming WrestleMania 40 because that's a big one in the near future. That'd be 10 hours, or maybe next year it might be 20 hours. Who knows? They just have theory, you know. So, also, congratulations to Carmella. She won it. I know I'm not saying her name correctly, but you guys get the drift. Next one is another championship match. Actually, we have like 4 of them. This is very ridiculous. I think they just added this match at the last minute. The WWE Raw Tag Team Championships is up for grabs. Zack Ryder and his former tag team partner, Kirk Hawkins. Now, they used to win the belts back in the day when they used to be the Edgeheads. Remember that? Edge was a very awesome stable, or decent stable, versus the rival, and it was a very good match. We got new tag team champions. I did not really see this coming. Okay, now my friend Lucas Starr, if you listening, that maybe it might happen. It happened at WrestleMania 32, and Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental title, and the next night he lost it. So he might lose. They might lose the belts tonight. They might have like a rematch, or maybe a new team from NXT might challenge them for the belts. So they got their WrestleMania moment. So that is awesome. The losing streak had finally ended. So it was a decent match. Do you think this should be the main card? What's your thoughts? Next match is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal kickoff. This one was very ridiculous. They have two guys from Saturday Night Live. Stupid. You know, I'm not a big fan of celebrities going to the wrestling world, but whatever. Braun Strowman won. He dominated this thing, and one of the guys from Saturday Night Live eliminate himself, and the other guy, Braun Strowman, just throw him over the top, and he won easily. Big flipping deal, you know. The Battle Royal, Andre the Giant Battle Royal, was just a week this year. It just, maybe just my opinion. At least last year, not someone super strong. Last year was Matt Hardy. I thought he was going to repeat it, but nope, no dice. But he was there toward the end. Now I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if they're gonna have that trophy every single night on Raw. The Andre the Giant trophy until, I'm assuming, until it fades away. Probably until SummerSlam. Whatever. So next match, this was a very surprising. Now they had the nice introduction for WrestleMania, nice video package. Alexa Bliss came out because she's the host with the most, and out of blue, I did not expect this, Hulk Hogan. This is the first time we saw Hulk Hogan since WrestleMania 30. He did some funny things. So welcome to Pontiac Silverdome, something like that. So alright. You know, I guess people did not like that joke. The first time he did it at WrestleMania 30, it was funny. So I don't know why Hulk Hogan did it again. I don't know if McMahon told him to say that backstage, or they told him, you know what, Hulk Hogan, do whatever. You know, you came back for the first time since 30, say whatever. And it was kind of cool. And then after that, Hulk Hogan and Miss Bliss, you know, did like funny poses. Said, okay, can we get on to the first match of the card? Paul Heyman came out, walk down the aisle very fast. You know, there's a long ramp, so I'm assuming when he's done with that, he had to get some water because he's a very big dude. So he was complaining, if my Universal Champion Brock Lesnar does not last, we don't get to start it right now. We all know why they're not last, because the triple threat match for the women's is last. I prefer that than freaking Lesnar. So they have the Universal title to kick off Mania, and it was very, very short. Whatever. Looked like Lesnar did not put no effort whatsoever, no offense. It looked like he didn't give a crap. So I'm glad we got freaking new champion Seth Rollins. Hopefully he does not lose the belt tonight. Hopefully there's not no rematch. I don't know if Lesnar is going to show up tonight or not. We'll see or not. Usually something big happens the night after WrestleMania, like a return or a debut, or like the night after WrestleMania moment. We'll find out. So it was a good opener, but I wish the match was a little longer. Actually, in my opinion, instead of having the Universal title to kick off Mania, it should be like the third match, you know? That's just how I would do it, but at least we had a new champion. Okay, next match. This was a good match. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. You know, I wish it went a little longer, but it was good, you know? AJ Styles got his revenge from all his bullcrap. You know, it was a good build-up. I don't know if they're going to continue their feud or this might be a one-time deal. Who knows? So, I love the match. What's your thoughts on that match? WWE Championships for the SmackDown brand. The Usos versus Aleister Black and Ricochet, they're from NXT, and Russo and Shinsuke Nakamura, and very good match. I love it. Aleister Black, there you go. So the Usos retain the belts. They just won it recently, so it'd be kind of stupid for WWE if they lose it at Mania. But WWE could do anything they want to. It's their damn company. Next match. This match was not very good, but they had a WrestleMania moment for sure. Falls Count Anywhere match. Shane O'Mac, what he says, best in the world, versus his former tag team partner, his former tag team champion. They used to hold the belts recently, The Miz. This match took forever to get going. I don't know if Shane O'Mac was out of shape, ring shape, or The Miz. I don't know, but they did some crazy stuff. They went on this tower, where the camera is. It reminded me of when Triple H and Taker did it. Do you remember that? They had a nice angle of the crowd. Awesome, okay? Now, Shane O'Mac was by the camera, and it was a huge setup. The Miz followed him, and he did like a super suplex on top of this, whatever they call it, hold the camera, I guess a tower, I'm assuming, and they did this awesome suplex. You could tell there's padding under it, and they broke the plastic thing, and it was a great moment. I was gonna record it, but probably I'll get copyright from Instagram or whatever, so I did not take that kind of chance. So when they did a suplex, I guess Shane O'Mac reversed it and he won. Wow, what a great thing. The match was not very good in my opinion, but it was a great WrestleMania moment. Okay, I love it. Okay, hopefully that'll end the feud. It'll be a one-time deal with the match. Maybe he will show up tonight on Raw, or maybe he will show up on SmackDown Live. He's all beat up. Both of them are beat up. Next match is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. It is the Iconics, Sasha Banks, Bayley. They're the current Tag Team Champions. Tamina and Nia Jax, Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Beth Phoenix just came out of retirement just for this match. It was an okay match, not the best in my opinion. Now, from out of the blue, the Iconics won, and I said to myself, really? I'm not a fan of the Iconics whatsoever. Maybe eventually they will, I will get used to them as the tag team champions. Maybe Sasha Banks and Bayley will go after the belts at the next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, if that match is going to be booked, confirmed, or they're just gonna get their rematch clause for tomorrow night. We don't know, or maybe tonight. We don't know. So I don't think the Iconics are really championship material. Sasha Banks and Bayley, they definitely are, because they've been in that predicament before. Bayley won women's title before. Sasha has, but maybe we just pulled the rug underneath Sasha Banks and Bayley. Said, you know what, you guys, the crowd, they love you, but you guys are gonna lose the belts. And probably gonna say, all right, you guys go get another opportunity eventually. So I'm kind of glad for the Iconic. On the other hand, I'm kind of disappointed. I really want to see Sasha Banks and Bayley retain it at Mania. That'd be the first time that they defended at Mania and they lost. Or maybe Sasha Banks and Bayley will break up and have a one-on-one feud the right way. We'll find out. Now, this was a very good match. The WWE Championship is up for grabs. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. It took Kofi 11 freaking years to get in this position. I don't know why it took forever. I guess WWE said, you know what, it is not your time. We're going to give someone else the opportunity. And then finally, Kofi got his opportunity last night. You know the whole road. I'm not even going into detail. I love this match. Actually, it should be closer to the main event in my opinion, but it was awesome. I really got into this. Daniel Bryan did his couple of finishing moves. Kofi did a couple of finishing moves. They both, kicked out. Hopefully this feud is not over with, but you never know. But before that, the New Day had a gift, and I was wondering what is in the gift. But of course they won't show you guys that if Kofi lost, but he won. And then guess what? Underneath that towel, it was the original WWE belt, before Daniel Bryan's belt. So that is awesome. So he had his WrestleMania moment. So I'm very happy for him. Hopefully he could hold on to the belt for a few months. Let's see. I love that match. You guys agree? Disagree? The other New Day trying to take out the bodyguard for Daniel Bryan, and it was a great thing. So I'm very happy. Next match is the WWE US Championship match. Is up for grabs. Samoa Joe is the current US champion. Now there's rumors that Rey Mysterio will not be able to compete on Sunday, last night, because he was injured from last Monday. But he's a fighting performer. He was there, but you could tell that Rey Mysterio was not all there. He was not 100%. So he trying to do some offense, but Samoa Joe made him tap out, and that was it. I think that was the shortest match last night, I think. Let me know down below. So that wraps it up. Now the one I could care less. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. This is like the comeback story of Roman Reigns. He's beating cancer. So if he never had cancer, if he never made an announcement, maybe WWE will let Drew McIntyre win, but highly unlikely. So it sucks how WWE is treating Drew McIntyre. I thought they're gonna give him a major push. Maybe it's gonna happen next year. Maybe next year in 2020 will be his year, or maybe in the summer or fall of this year. Who knows? So I was not really feeling this whatsoever. Next one. No disqualification, no hold bars. It's the same thing. Triple H versus Batista, former members of Evolution. Now Batista beat Triple H 3 times back in the day. Okay, Triple H. Let me go back to this. Batista had an awesome entrance, like Hollywood, limo, security guards. That was awesome. But who had a better entrance? You darn right, Triple H. I love the screen, and then they opened that secret passage, and they came up with this awesome vehicle. I feel like a movie called Mad Max. You guys ever seen that movie? I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original. That was awesome. Okay, the match was okay. Okay, and Triple H got some tools, got some pliers, took that nose ring out of his nose. Batista, really, W? Really? That is not PG, but I feel sorry for Batista. Oh, I forgot to mention, when Batista got in the ring the first time, he tripped, and no announcers mentioned that whatsoever, so that is a total botchamania. I just noticed that right away, and then he walked around, and he tried again, and he got it correctly. So, I don't know if it'll be on WWE Network still, but if you got it on if it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, probably they'll edit out if it will be available on Blu-ray. So he embarrassed himself. He don't care. He used to call himself Blue Tista. Remember that? Back in 2014, I think. So Triple H won, and he don't have to end his wrestling career. All that good stuff. Now, probably you know already that Batista early this morning he retired from the Square Circle. That is good. Okay. He's definitely a future WWE Hall of Famer. Hopefully WWE does not put him in next year. Wait until a couple years, because if he's in the Hall of Fame next year, people will be pissed off. So wait a minute. He just retired, in 2019. In this 2020, he's in the Hall of Fame. That is bullcrap. But whatever. So that match was okay. It took forever to finish, dragged out way too long. I feel sorry for the fans who attended the event. Maybe a lot of you just were on their phones, but I was not really impressed. I think the ones from back in the day was 10 times better. Okay, next one, I was not very pleased. Kurt Angle retirement match. Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. I thought when Baron Corbin before it came out, I thought someone backstage would beat the crap out of him, and that would be John Cena, Taker, someone else, and Baron Corbin. And then nothing would really piss me off. Baron Corbin beat the Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. What? His last match in WWE. You guys are so freaking stupid. But whatever. I was not really impressed with that match whatsoever. Okay, next match. Is the WWE Intercontinental Championship will be up for grabs. Bobby Lashley, he just got it back not that long ago from Finn Balor, but this time Finn Balor brought back the demon gimmick. Wow, that's awesome. They did it later in the evening because it's getting dark and they want to have this nice glamour stuff. And this match was very fast paced because Demon got a second win and now he's a two-time Intercontinental champion. That was awesome. Hopefully this feud is over with. This feud was dog crap in my opinion. What's your thoughts? Okay, now I don't know when this happened. They induced the WWE 2019 Hall of Fame class. That was awesome. Everyone was there. I'm surprised. Everyone was there. Okay, I think. So that was pretty freaking cool. If you want to watch the WWE Hall of Fame, check it on WWE Network or when till it comes out on DVD Network. I'm going to talk on DVD probably be next month or in June. I don't know when it released. I don't buy DVDs anymore. Okay. Now for the main event. Okay, winner takes all. Becky Lynch, the man, Ronda Rousey with her Raw Women's Championship, and Charlotte Flair with her SmackDown Live Championship. Charlotte Flair had an awesome entrance with a helicopter, and I guess is a parking lot at Memphis Stadium. That was awesome. I think that never happened before in WrestleMania history. Let me know if it did. And Ronda Rousey had a theme song. The famous artist did it, and Becky Lynch came out as the man. That was awesome. How you know or don't know, I guess Ronda Rousey was injured, but she sucked it up and she still performed, but not her best. And it was I guess ladies, they did this all hype and look like the ladies, in my opinion, was out of focus, okay? But Becky Lynch she won it all. Winner take all. To close out the show, they have fireworks, pyro, they did it all. And I was very happy for Becky Lynch. She deserves it. I'd be really pissed off if Charlotte Flair won it or Ronda Rousey. Maybe Ronda Rousey's really done, or maybe she's going to get revenge on Becky Lynch and both belts be online, or maybe they're going to combine them, unify them, who knows. Another thing is, this is the first time since 2000 Taker was not there to compete. It did not really bother me, but I made a video yesterday that he had an idea to bring back the American Badass or Dead Man Inc. And I guess McMahon says no dice. He was there, but not in his wrestling gear. He was there with his lovely wife, probably the best season in the house, so it's not a big deal. Oh, the whole Elias thing, it was pretty cool. And cool thing was John Cena came back with his rapping gimmick. That was priceless. I'm not a John Cena fan, but for that moment last night, I loved it. Do you think WWE's gonna let him use that gimmick all the time now? Go back old school, or that was just a one-time deal? That was awesome. The old music, the video package that kind of threw me off. He looks great shape for the gimmick he did back in the day. I loved it, loved it, loved it, you know. And he used, instead of the attitude adjustment, he said the FU, but Michael Cole, he won't repeat it because it's not PG. So what's your match, what match you like, what match you did not like, what match you prefer on the main card, what match should have stayed, should have went to the pre-show. There's a lot of pyro. I guess the only time we're going to see pyro fireworks is only on WrestleMania, because they spent a lot of money on this. Holy cow, you know. Now, do you think the main event was 10 times better than last year? I agree. Do you think WrestleMania 35 was 10 times better than last year, and WrestleMania 33 and WrestleMania 32? What's your honest opinion? I guess WWE has plans for next year WrestleMania for the main event. Do you think women gonna headline WrestleMania again, or do you think Roman Reigns gonna close out the show? Hopefully not Roman. Another thing is no Dean Ambrose. I know he's done with WWE. I don't know if he's gonna show up tonight. That's a shame. He was not even on the card at WrestleMania. That is sad. He was not on the pre-show. He was not on the main card. Zippo. I don't know if he was at backstage, or WWE said, you know what, we don't need you. You could just stay home, or maybe his contract expired already. Not too sure. So that wraps it up. Hopefully everyone out there have a blast at Mania. If not, sorry. Okay, you can't make everyone happy on social media or all that other stuff. So this is the longest podcast I discussed about my review. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification, and let me know what matches you like, what matches you do not like. Do you like the thing with Hulk Hogan and Miss Bliss, the host of the most, did? That was epic, you know, and funny too, you know. And what do you think about that? The entrance, the big ramp, and a big jumbo screen. That was pretty awesome. I bet any money took forever to take all that stuff down, pack it all up, and I don't want to do it, store it up. I don't want to do it because every year they get a different WrestleMania logo. Now I'm out of here. See you sometime tonight. Bye.